Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Has either of you noticed the change in Morrigan? I fear for her.
Fear for her, rather than fearing what she will do. You do care.
Have you heard anything?
Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
this is the place.
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing. There! Do you see it? Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me, and I will come, without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mythal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Then one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough. You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power. Mother.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
Thank you for coming. I had no idea what to expect.
You see, girl, those are manners, as you require a demonstration.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
That could have been a demon lying to you.
You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend-given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
We summoned you because we need your help.
Against the Magister who grasps beyond his reach. Yes, I know. The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do. Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all.
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Will you be all right?
I am uncertain. What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
No, I'm just waiting, like everyone else.
Not for much longer.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
Believe me, I know.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes.
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
I must go now, before it's too late.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place, at the wrong time. An interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I came here to stop you, Corypheus. Nothing more.
You A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity? You dare to touch an avatar of divinity? I shall sear you from the very heavens. I shall sear you from the very heavens. If you desire death, you shall have it. If you desire death, you shall have it. As you wish. As you wish. As you wish. I shall sear you from the very heavens. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. As you wish. As you wish. As you wish. As you wish. I shall sear you from the very heavens. 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 If you desire death, you shall have it. I will not stand for this outrage. If you desire death, you shall have it. I will not stand for this outrage. I will not stand for this outrage. I will not stand for this outrage. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. Enough! I will destroy you where you stand. Desire death, you shall have it. If you desire death, you shall have it. If you desire death, you shall have it. Dare to touch an avatar of divinity. I shall sear you from the very heavens. As you wish. Dare to touch an avatar of divinity. touch an avatar of divinity. A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity. I shall steer you from the very heavens. I shall steer you from the very heavens. An avatar of divinity. Feel my wrath. Feel my wrath, little wretch. Feel my wrath, little wretch. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity. I shall steer you from the very heavens. 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 I will not stand for this outrage. I will not stand for this outrage. I will not stand for this outrage. I will not stand for this outrage.
Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakon. There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I thought we could catch up.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
We'll continue this another time.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
What is this? Are the fishes of Stone Bear Hole too rude? The Inquisitor! Death to the Lowlanders! Glory to Hakon! These jaws of Hakon demand...
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
You are the Lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. I know not what brings you here, but we have no quarrel, you and I.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hole's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but...
You don't agree?
They seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Don't suppose that's just a legend?
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
If I give you the boat, and you anger the spirits and die, other Lowlanders may come for blood. That is trouble for my hold, and not my trouble to take. Go to Stone Bear Hole and speak with my Thane, Svara Sunhair. Get her blessing, and you may sail to Korth's rocky heart, if you wish.
Making up strange stories and looking at all Elysian books.
Dread of cold in the air today.
All the...
There are many curious about you, but the Thane would speak with you first.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north. What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Inquisitor, I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Your Inquisition has done much to heal the holes in the sky. We are grateful. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the Jaws of Hakon will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrison. I wager you have crossed blades with the Jaws of Hakon in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
I'd like to hear more about Stonebear Hold.
We are not the largest hold, but our warriors are strong, and our singers are pretty. Ah, words are for boasting around the fireside. You should look yourself, if you will.
I was told I needed your permission to borrow a boat from the fishermen.
Ah, Rolfson. He worries like a scared baby goat. The boat is yours. Tell him I said so.
The Hackonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hackonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hackonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
I understand your concern. Is there anything I could do to help?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
You have members of the hold searching for Storvacker.
The hold is already fearful. A great hunt for our hold beast would show weakness to the Hackonites. If she were dead, the Augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
The way you asked us to help find Storvacker made it sound like you were willing to break your oath.
I could say that Avar hold all oaths sacred. That no true Avar would break them. It would be a good lie. Lowlanders doubtless say the same of themselves. A cunning Thane can find a hole in the tent of any promise. A place for the cold wind to sneak in. We are bone and blood. Oaths last until they are broken.
If I find your bear and you break the oath, what happens to Stonebear Hold?
Other holds share oaths with the Jaws of Hakon. They are sworn to defend or avenge them. If the Hackonites were friends, they would attack us. But they are friends to few. We will send offerings, trade, and gifts to pay the price of oath-breaking. The storm will pass. I do not do this lightly, Inquisitor. But the Hackonites are tiresome.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties us to the gods. Without her, we... Your maker has turned from you, has he not? It is as that. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
Does Storvacker usually live in the hold? Does she stay in a pen, or...?
Pens are for goats and chickens. not holdkin. The Avar are free. So must be our hold beasts. Storvaka lives in a cave near the hold. She comes to visit if she wishes to see us. We bring her gifts of food. Not enough that she will not hunt for herself.
Maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but bears and I traditionally do not get along.
You have fought bears. You lived. Good for you. Fear will keep you respectful should you find Storvaka. You will be fine.
So you're saying she's friendly? I'll speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvaka. They may know something they have not told me.
Action is good. Fine work.
The ogre's saying blood will spill before them. So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
What is this?
Hello. I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors. There. It is done. Now come, be welcome, and hear news of the North.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvaka? No. I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the Hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice and their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blaze like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. I see you've already killed one. A thing of envy that grasped for your crown.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages in the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits?
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Our guests are welcome, as long as they're weapons. Attention is good. Fine work.
I finally found someplace I hate even more than caves. That's a first.
Over there. We must do something.
Goodbye!
Still standing. That's... Oh. Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais.
It does? Why?
Orlesian institutions aren't always accepting of elves.
So the glances and loud whispers remind me. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
How do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks. Ancient Avar would have encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
others. It touched something larger, left itself pale.
aware that I'm a candidate for the Sunburst throne?
So I heard.
Not a single snide remark.
What?
I don't look forward to your needling, but its absence is telling.
Well, the thought of you as divine is... Gary, I'm hoping if I ignore it, it'll go away.
There! So all Anders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Dead to his home!
Inquisition soldiers. We should help them.
Lieutenant Farrow, sir. We've beaten back those Hackenite bastards. My men and I will hold here. The Hackenites along the river still pose a threat. After this last battle, we need time to fortify and regroup.
What's the situation along the river?
Between the Hackenites and the wildlife, this isn't the easiest place to maintain a presence. The river's the best way for the Inquisition to send supplies from Skyhold, or it would be if we could travel safely along it. The Hackenites set up camps near the banks, and they attack anyone who gets within view.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
No, no, no! I cannot have guests, lowlanders, even those who don't hail from the hold.
Who are you? And why are you out here?
If I tell you, will you leave me be? I am Sigrid Gulsdotten, Augur's apprentice. I exiled myself from Stonebear Hold.
You exiled yourself?
Aye, I did. And my tongue will say no more on that.
How do you write as you do, Varric? I can never find the proper words.
You? Right? Really?
I've needed to describe events in reports. They always come off as...
Dry, boring, lifeless, stale.
You are an ass.
Just helping you find those words.
These Hackonites seem little more than thugs.
Hey kid, what would a pride demon say to weaken a warrior's resolve? I need something that gets under her skin.
Does she use a big sword or a sword and shield?
Or one of the big two-handers.
The next time you imagine him touching you, someone you love will die.
Well, that went a little dark. Who's him in this?
She knows who he is. Does it not work for your book?
No, it works great. Just glad you're not that kind of demon.
We've done what we can here. Inquisition presence should help keep the area safe. Safer than it was, at least.
Someone fought something big here. It could be that bear the Avar are looking for. If the bear isn't dead, it has to be nearby. this say overcompensating to anyone else?
That isn't right.
this what Colette was trying to reach?
You may want to see this. Inquisitor! I was going to send word. I found something. This inscription, almost completely faded, but... 2 stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt, and let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care. The markings and surrounding artifacts date to Ameridan's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
What's your theory?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Ameridan's companions.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
It's only a theory, but the age of the markings and surrounding artifacts match the timeline we've established for Ameridan. I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue. Like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Ameridan's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Ameridan himself?
It's possible, but Ameridan would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Ameridan and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Ameridan's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, it only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was among its members. He's arguably the most famous of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders. He's better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It said she met Ameridan while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Ameridan was there. Demons aren't common in the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Arina knew she could help, so she joined Ameridan.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
My lord.
the jaws of Hakon, fighting a demon. I went for aid, but when I returned, the demon was gone. Inquisitor.
The Hackonites were pushed back from the river.
That will put minds at ease, sir. I'll arrange patrols for the area. It's no Imperial highway, but we'll see people along as safely as we can.
That will be all, Lieutenant.
Sir?
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hackonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I thought we could catch up.
What's on your mind?
How do you like the Frostback Basin?
It's lovely, isn't it? At least until you step in a pile of bogfish or poo. The stuff's vile. It makes great fuel for starting fires, though, if you can tolerate the smell. I might suggest that to the commander. It could be great for sieges.
That is a brilliant idea. I'll endorse it.
Wonderful. I'll write it up as soon as I get back to Skyhold.
We'll continue this another time.
Goodbye, then.
Okay, try it again, you'll get it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Me.
Me who?
Me? And I'm telling a knock-knock joke.
That was closer. Keep trying.
Orders for Grandin.
And dead Hackonites. Impressive that he fought them off alone.
These were Hackonites.
And that's an Inquisition dagger. Harding said that scout might try something stupid.
More dead Hakon warriors. Could one man accomplish this?
Too much, too sharp. Something's wrong.
to war!
Inquisition soldier. Grandin?
No, he's different.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend, Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know. They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Very well. Go.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I serve your cause. I swear to it.
Hakonites hurt people. It wants to kill them. It doesn't know. How to stop.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
He's not dead. Technically. He's actually possessed and taking revenge on the Hakonites.
I was not expecting that answer. I need some time. But he's as good as dead, isn't he? Maker. I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights.
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid. I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I should go.
Safe travels.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hackernite chicken crabs! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hackernites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stonebear hold. Our blades are yours.
We welcome the help.
More than you know, Inquisitor. My hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
They wanted to send a god to destroy us. Could they wait until I'm done with the current god who wants to destroy us?
You are right to worry. This battle is not yet won. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan?
Hakon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hackonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hackonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
When I first entered your hold, there was a climbing contest of some sort. What was that?
The test of the lady. We use it to settle disputes when it is not clear who has the right of it. There are others. For the test of the Mountain Father, you battle with verse while those who favor you hold you aloft. The test of Hakon is battle, with blunted weapons.
Those tests only prove who is faster or stronger, not who is right.
Are your lowland trials perfect? Can the wealthy or quick-witted not succeed even when their claim is weak? As Thane, I may guide the gods in finding who is worthy. I decide which test will settle the dispute. I may also ask a warrior whose claim is foolish to climb with stones strapped to his back.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakonite's fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
How did you get the name Sunhair?
I was born Svara Janisdottir. For my legend mark, I once fought a battle with my hair on fire.
You lit your hair on fire?
An enemy archer lit my hair on fire. I was locked shield to shield with a foe, and I had no time to douse it. It scared my foes. My hair was braided long enough that I could spare it. It stank worse than goat shit, though.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of Hakon.
They are not the first hold to take that name. All have been foolish. What would you know of them?
What do the Jaws of Hakon believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man honors each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The Hakonites care only for Hakon Wintersbreath, god of war and winter. There is no evil in Hakon. There are times to fight, but the Jaws of Hakon care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
What can you tell me of the people now calling themselves the Jaws of Hakon?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harafson lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good thing, but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of Hakon.
Yes, many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They bound their god to the dragon and set it upon your people. Then they died and Hakon's voice went silent. We did not know why until now.
I'll speak with you later.
Fair hunting.
Be welcome.
I met a mage in the woods who said she used to be an augur's apprentice.
Sigrid Gull Stotten. She left the hold when I told her she must release her teacher.
Aren't you her teacher?
She might have heeded me if I were. Or perhaps not. It's time the spirit in her was free.
She's an abomination?
Every mage in the hold is made one with the gods until they're strong enough. I thought Sigrid strong enough. Exile was her own notion.
Why did Sigrid go into exile?
Sigrid built an altar by the shore for her rite of thanksgiving, a ritual to part her from her teacher. Sigrid claims her offering was spurned by the gods. The spirit remains with her, which is taken to exile.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I should be off.
Farewell.
New thatching is good. Fine work. What did I tell you? Lowlanders from...
The augur said that mage, Sigrid, tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. The grass is trampled down here. Fight?
I do not think so. Ha.
Probably not important then. A skinned bird and a bundle of incense.
Ritual. Why are they still here?
Good question. Vial of lyrium. It's still full. If this mage was performing a spirit banishment, why didn't she use it?
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
What I saw doesn't make sense. Like you never did the ritual at all.
So even a stranger senses my shame. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit?
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down.
You are no longer a child.
Some mages need the help of a god all their lives.
Very well. Perhaps, however, ask yourself if it is help or companionship.
I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time, he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
It's for the best. Maybe the Augur will help you release your spirit friend.
I do not need his help. I would ask for his advice. Farewell, Lowlander. Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Killed Hackenites. Saved the child is what I heard.
Yeah? Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stone Bear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
drew so many spirits to this place, I wonder?
This blood? My blood? No, I can't.
This rift is ancient. It may have formed from the battle that took place, not the breach.
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Solus, this seems like something you might be able to help with.
Pain drew the wraiths. But this spirit touched the mind of someone who cared for Inquisitor Ameridan.
Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell, all dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon, save Orlais.
This wasn't just a hunt. Inquisitor Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken.
Yes. A secret. Drawn by the dragon. Talana. I didn't want to, but where Ameridan goes, I go. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
You have done all she asked of you. Be free.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Everything all right, my dear?
Inquisitor! Death to...
Don't sunburn, you fool.
There's a lot of loose stone here, and an Avar axe. The woman at the beach said her cousin Runa went climbing. Maybe this is where she began. There. Another trail marker. I think our mountain climber was here.
Let's hope she's not planning to trek out to the frost racks.
Another marker here. Over there.
Just in time! Join the fray! The fight's a worthy one! Well fought. I'd heard lowlanders were about. You'd be the Inquisitor, from the hand.
Your cousin was looking for you.
Oh? Oh! The fishing! I was to help Lena with the fishing. I must make an offering to the gods first. Shall I give your names in the prayer?
What's an offering prayer?
I've climbed this hill 1,000 times. Today, it was as if a wind from the spirits lifted me. I was going to thank the gods with a brace of nugs. That beast must have scented the meat.
You offer meat to spirits?
The Lady of the Skies sends her birds, and Korth Mountain Father sends his wolves and bears. They wouldn't normally hear the prayer of a lowlander, but since you helped in the fight, I'll speak for you.
I'd be honored to be mentioned in your offering.
The spirits will remember.
A precious gift, Inquisitor. I expect it will be helpful.
That generally helps to respect local traditions now and then.
Do as you wish, Inquisitor. I see no wards on this shabby little shrine.
The lady keeps the skies, where blows the morning wind. Korth grants mountain shelter, hack on blooded hide and bone. Take this gift from Runa Learsdotten, and the Inquisitor from the lands below.
Did you see the look on those nobles' faces back at the Winter Palace, Chuckle?
They seemed unaccustomed to seeing elves without servants' livery, or dwarves at all.
Priceless. That's definitely going in my next story.
Are you planning a chapter filled with courtly intrigue?
Close. I need to describe the face someone makes when they choke down something terrible.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Dracon himself, and where he went next.
Andraste's dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Dracon? This changes everything.
When I helped the Avar at Stone Bear Hold, we learned that the jaws of Hakon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirit, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful, and accompanied by hostile Avar.
You believe they could be one and the same? That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar god dragon could have endangered the Olesian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
It seems Inquisitor Ameridan saved Orlais 800 years ago. It's time to honor his legacy. The spirit said to follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, someplace with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
I'll speak with you later.